Packers. Please tell us what you remember of those years, Dave.
Well, they start off with saying that thanks everybody for coming. I think this is very, very impressive, all these people here, but I see all the masses of people and I think, wow, what did they come up for? They say, Bart Starr. He deserves this and more. That's the way it was. Bart Starr. First encounter with the Green Bay Packers was actually in 1962. I was in Penn State, and it was a Thanksgiving Day game. We played the Detroit Lions. I was in the girls' dorm. So I missed part of the game. I went down and I looked up, and Detroit was killing the Pack. I think the score was ended up like 26-12 or something. It's the only loss the Packers had in the whole 1962 season. But that's the one game I saw because they weren't on national TV. And I said, well, these Packers. I'm sure I hope I go to Detroit. And then I got drafted by the Packers in the first round. I said, that was really weird. I didn't know what was going on. And then I had to go to the College All-Star game. Now, the College All-Star game is a little funny game because what happens, your home team can put you where they want you. If they need a tackle, they have to say, put so-and-so on tackle. Let me see how it works out. So I went there thinking I was going to be a linebacker. After talking to Phil Bankston, I get to Canton and they put me a defensive end. As you may remember, they just got rid of Bill Quinlan and they're looking for a defensive end. So I'm playing defensive end for about a week or so. And I guess what happened in camp, Lionel Aldridge, who turned me my roommate, he came in as a guard. In fact, he wore number 62. Those who remember, the whole 1963 season, he played defensive end wearing number 62 because Lionel sucked bad as a guard. He was terrible. So they've been cutting because Vince liked something about him. He named him defensive end. They moved me to tight end. So I'm playing tight end for about a week or so. And I guess in Green Bay, Marv Fleming had a great scrimmage. Just killed people or something. Then they moved me from tight end to linebacker. Well, I felt at home then. And you have to understand, I always wanted to be a linebacker. I was a trouble kid, not like some of the Rawhide kids maybe. But I was a trouble kid, and all of a sudden a guy comes to you and says, son, we're going to pay you to hit people. I said, there is a guy. I tell you, it's too much. But I was going, in that game, the All-Star game, we were playing the Green Bay Packers, so I got a chance to look at him again. And all the way through college, I used to admire Dan Curry. I had article he wrote for the Sports Illustrated. I laminated, I read it almost every week. I'm saying, now I gotta go against the heroes. The guys at the All-Star game told me, he said, well, what are you gonna do if they beat us? I said, well, simple, I'm gonna go party with the Packers. I said, if you guys have to pull upset, I'll party with you guys. Well, what happened, we won the game. And Vinny, came to me after the game and told me, he said that he was, that was the most embarrassing defeat he ever had, losing to the College All-Stars. But we had a good team. We did have a very good team put together. And the highlight was when I got back to camp, he put all the guys in the room together, and he showed the film and chewing everybody out every play. Look at this, look at this. And so I had one decent play, and I got around Ryan Kramer, one of the greatest tight ends ever. And Tom Moore was a blocking back. My friend Mr. Horny had taken a year's vacation. I got with Tom Moore and made a tackle and didn't tell him. And Vince stopped the camera. I just got up, pulled my shirt together, and Vince was going to brag about my big play. And he says, Kramer, you see that? That kid's a rookie. He probably won't even make the team he's going to. I said, well, what did he do to tackle the show? I said, Dave, I don't think you should buy a house in Green Bay. But, that was my experience with the Packers. Then I got to be playing linebacker, and I've been going around. So Vince called me in his office and he told me, he said, Dave, he says, we wanted to see what you look like a tight end, defensive end, a tight end. He said, Phil always wanted to be a linebacker. He said, but this year we just won the championship in 61 and 62. Our goals were 3 consecutive world championships. So this is a key year, 63. And we said we don't need any kind of disruptions or any kind of interference. He says, so we didn't want, he said, I want you to play linebacker, they can be a good linebacker, but you'll be the first African-American linebacker in the National Football League. And I don't want any distractions, so if anybody asks you about it, don't say anything to them. Tell them to see me. He said, fine, coach. I walked out of his office, right into Bud Lee, and Bud Lee says, Dave, what's it like to be the first African American linebacker? I said, Bart, I don't know. I said, go see the man inside. He went to Vince's office, never heard another word about it. I made bid that year, and I was thinking, we won 61 and 62, and then we lost 63. And I think, am I the jinx? Because we lost again in 1964. We lost in 63, by the way, to the same Bears everybody's talking about. But I played against Mike Ditka in college. He went to Pitt up to Penn State, and everybody's afraid of Mike Ditka. Well, I put him out of the game my sophomore year, and he left the game injured. And I'll tell you something. Every time I hit a guy, I wanted to hurt. I never wanted to injure anybody, never. And so I felt bad about Mike, and I talked to him. But I left after that, I said to myself, if that's the best they got in the league, because he was MVP, the rookie of the year, I said, if that's the best that league's got, I can play in the NFL. But that was it. So, but like I said, we lost 63, lost 64, and then 65 started, and went 3-0. But one thing about that All-Star game I was meant to tell you, after the game was over, one of the first guys in the Packers to come and say hello to me was Bart Starr. He came in and told me, and patted me on the shoulder back and told me that he just had a good game, and I thought I was high up on things, was that great. And he said that it'll be a great addition to the Green Bay Packers. Looking forward to seeing you there next week, and that's how it was. That's the kind of guy Bart Starr was. I can talk about Vince Lombardi and the Packers and everything else, but this is more about Bart Starr. When I think about Bart Starr, one thing comes rushing into my mind, and that's after I lost my son in 2001. My youngest boy died of kidney failure, and he took me back to New Jersey and buried him. I came back to Ohio where I was living, and I hope nobody in the room has to experience it, but the loss of his son, especially his baby boy, is one of the most toughest things there is in the world. I mean, it put pressure on my marriage. It was going on. I was going around in the stoop. I didn't know what to do, and nothing seemed right. I got mad at everybody, even the mailman. I wanted to kick the mailman's butt. And then I got this phone call, and it was from Bart Starr. And he sat down. We talked for me a half hour, 45 minutes. Not his teammates. We didn't mention football. Not his position. Nothing like. We talked about two fathers who had lost their son. And when I hung the phone up, I was okay. He told me what to do, and then what part of that was I drove 400 miles to go back to the graveyard by myself, the cemetery, to view my son's grave, and there I made peace with my son, the Lord, and myself, and I owed all to Bart Starr, and I told Bart many times, it was a turning point in my life. It turned me around. And I hope nobody has experience, but it's really a hard feeling to lose a child like that. And Bart Starr, he understood, as you know, my Brad, and he straightened me out. And I have a soft spot for anybody named Starr in my heart from that point on. And then one last thing I can say is, if anybody has a young boy playing football, growing up, and they want to make sure he's going to be a great football player, let him read, let him digest what Bart Starr was, who he was, what he was like. He is the ultimate example of a pro football player in the USA of America.